Yeah, hello everyone. So today's video I'll be going through with my interview experience and the interview questions with Zensar technology. So this is for again 4+ year of experience overall, and 4+ is of overall and around minimum 3+ in relevant. Okay. And I got, again, this is from Nakri. So the interview, it was the round one, and I'll go through with all the interview questions. So the first question he asked me, it went like the self introduction. Then he asked me what are the source it was. Then again he asked me for the project, and he asked me go through with all the project in detail. Then I explained the project. Then he asked me like, have you worked other than the source you have mentioned? So he asked me like, do you have any exposure with SAP source or EMR source? Like he just wanted to know whether I have experience with outside source, so like API way or ODBC JDBC connection way. So those things I was not got exposure yet, or I didn't even work on those kind of source. So I said no. And then he asked me to rate on different technology like Python and SQL. Then he gave me this SQL questions, which is like two table. This is a typical common ask SQL question. You should definitely should aware of it, and I believe you know. So it's kind of with two table, what are the row number of rows on different join. So for me he asked what is the number of rows will be for inner join between these two row and for left outer join. Okay, I believe you know this. If you know, please do answer in the comment section. And then he asked, have you worked on API call? Then I said yes. Then he asked like, let's say there is a scenario, one API is giving only let's say 100 record for every hitting, not full. Then that will not full record it is giving, only 100 at a time. So how will handle it to get all the records? So this scenario question he asked. Then have you faced any complex format of data that you handle? This another question he asked. And the second question is to read the data from blob storage to Databricks. What all module or library will import? Okay, so he was mostly, I think, with on-prem guy. So his way of direction was different. So again, importing this kind of question he was asking. And the second question he asked like, if data is in ADLS, you want to sync in Delta format in the Databricks, how will do it if you have only one node and there is more than 5,000 file in the ADLS? Okay. Another question is, have you worked on regular expression? Can you write a regular expression to remove the tab or space? Okay, this is what he asked, and that I written as well. And rate yourself on SQL and pyspark. This question also he asked. Then how do you connect a blob storage from Databricks to remove the to move the data? Okay, the connection how you usually do in the current project, that exactly he asked. Then he asked me to share the question, and he provided this question. If you go through with the question, he asked me like, this is a format of data, mostly TXT text format data, and it having very dynamic or unstructured data where there are many tabs or uncertain space. Few keys are coming starting, few are outside, or few are in the last. So you have to read it and you have to make a data frame out of it. If you observe closely, we have machine number, we have data number, we have calci over here. And as calci having two times repeated, that means the calci will have the two rows, one is of 100, one is of 200, and the other will be need to get repeated. Okay. And if you see there are tabs somewhere, if there you see some extra space somewhere, so those kind of miscellaneous kind of format this particular txt file is. Okay, that is what the requirement was. So this was the line of code. This is the correct answer for that which I've added. So I suggest you to go through with this and try by your side first, and then you can check it into. So I was pretty clear with the Python way, so I had tried to handle with the regex and Python, and this is how I did it. And again this was mostly with respect to that particular project perspective. I could feel he was more looking into how current of his project is going on. I could feel like it is more on this complex data format is getting handled on that project, also with the API and with the different source like SAP source or ERM source, so which I didn't even started or work or exposure on those sources. So but yeah, kind of got a good experience with this interview as well. So if you are having interview schedule with Zensar technology, so I hope this video will be helpful for you, and you can prepare more into this complex data format or these two kind of sources scenario, and you can attend the interview. So if you like this, and if you want me to continue further and share the experience with the question of recent interview, please do subscribe and like over here, and if it is possible, do share. So, and whatever the point you want to share in the your thought, you can do in the comment section. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you.